you thought was really shit. A song that makes you wonder how did that become a hit. Sometimes you need to hear a discussion about that. Irregular podcast format. Well, that's a little bit of songs that we gotta attack. 1,001 statement piles of crap. I'm telling you the truth, you know that we don't lie. Here's 1,001 songs that make you wanna die. Oh!
And now here's your hosts, Dan, Bevo, Mad Dog, and Gypsy.
This is 1,001 Songs That Make You Want to Die, the podcast where we talk about songs so bad they make you want to fuck Oprah.
Doesn't she have that mate? Like it's like a live-in partner that they're like, no, together.
Yeah, it begins with S.
Yeah, Stedman.
Stedman.
Yeah,
I was talking about,
she's a
I was talking about
racing
Stedman
dyke.
the
We all
other day
know
with someone.
Deadman sounds like a dick slave, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
It's just weird that they're like, we're not together.
Yeah.
These are like
Studman.
life partners.
No, they're together. They're just not married. Oprah's not going to get played by some guy to steal her shit.
No. This is my life
She's
partner.
far too smart for
Stedman.
that.
What's Stedman's
She's
last
definitely
name?
too smart for that.
We are doing Enemy by Fozzy. Yes, we are.
He's been busy since the Muppet Show.
We are joined by, as always, Trusty Beveridge.
Hello.
There he is. Mad Dog's in the house.
Morning.
Who let him out? No one knows. And Gavin.
tuned.
Gavin is here. It's not
How the
funny.
fuck are we? Thank you.
Oh, where the fuck did Gavin go?
Oh,
there
am I
it
not
is,
here?
10 seconds later.
Fucking hell.
But fuck you all, because we are joined by stand-up comedian Mr. Adam Armitt. How you going, Adam?
Very well. Thank you very much for having me.
Oh, thank you for doing it. I want to know why you were so quick to respond to me with Enemy by Fozzy, because it seemed like you already had it in the bank ready to go.
Well, so I was thinking about it, and I don't really listen to music I don't like or that drives me up the wall, and
It's
I
not
hate.
about wrestling.
That's strange.
Yeah, so I'm just like, I don't know, like I think since my first car had an 8 CD changer in it.
Fancy.
So I just burnt a bunch of CDs. I mean, it wasn't, but like I had it, so I just
Was it in the boot?
No, it's underneath the passenger seat.
Oh, that is fancy.
Yeah, that is
Yeah,
fancy.
it does
Didn't have
sound
to go to the
fancy.
boot of your
Yeah.
car to change your CD.
Yeah, it was a high class Daihatsu Sirion.
Oh, shit. Hey, settle down.
Name dropping. Let's get a
Oh, you
sponsorship
get
from
robbed,
Daihatsu up in
mate.
this bitch.
Yeah, and so I never got like stuck having to like listen to the radio and listening to anything that I didn't want to be listening to. So I'm like, I don't actually have any songs. And then now with streaming, I'm like, no, it's not going to happen.
No.
Like have a song that I'm like, I don't like this. Oh no, it's everywhere. I can't escape it.
But Fozzy
Yeah,
somehow
true. Very true.
entered your realm.
Yeah, so I'm like, what else would I want to talk about? Wrestling. I would want to talk about wrestling.
Yeah. How can I get
Um,
into the wrestling chat? It's like, I know
yeah,
it's not a
let's-
wrestling podcast, but I will goddamn make it one.
Yeah. So let's talk about the Chris Jericho ego trip that is
Damn.
Fozzy.
Fucking oath. And you know what? I was so into fucking wrestling at the time of Chris Jericho. So
Yeah.
I'm all aboard.
I
I'm
am-
all fucking aboard. There is someone that is not here, though. Dan. He died. I tell you what, though. Man, what a way to bloody go. Swung by his ankles by a clown, and he hit his head and died.
Brilliant. The old pendulum maneuver.
Was it John Wayne Gacy by any chance?
Yeah, he swung a different
Pogo.
way. Swung a
Yeah.
hammer.
I've got a story that's going to tie this all together. Is that I didn't really get into wrestling, except that me and my brother would look at the wrestling VHS tapes at the video shop. And
Right.
we
Hell
really
yeah.
liked Doink the Clown.
Yeah.
He was
Dink
the
and
other one
Donk.
We liked
Yeah,
Doink.
yeah. I remember paying a lot of money, or not me, but probably making my mum pay a lot of money to go see. I think it was maybe WCW, and they were coming to Wollongong Entertainment Centre, and I didn't even follow WCW, but the big headline was "The Worm will be wrestling," and the Worm was Dennis Rodman of the Chicago Bulls.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
But
They brought Dennis Rodman to Wollongong.
correct, yes, and
That
he
is
wrestled
so
as the
wild.
Worm. But the Worm was the whole night just kept going on and on and on, and we're like, "Where's the Worm?" And people are like cheering, like "Worm, Worm, Worm," and it got to like the very last fight. And we're like, "Fuck, well, this
Where's
isn't
this
his
Worm
fight either. Like, he's not involved in the last fight on the thing." It got to like, they were about to pin someone. Dennis Rodman comes charging down the ramp, slides in, does the Worm on the mat, and then runs out the other side of the ring through an exit, probably to a car still running and left.
To collect
He
his
didn't.
pay.
He didn't
Fucking
like
hell.
tag anyone. He didn't fucking pin anyone. He literally ran through, did the Worm, and kept running. Never stopped motion.
Was it even him? Did he just?
I
Was he
was-
just a
I was
blur?
pretty
You'll
high
never,
up,
you'll never know.
But there was a really tall black dude.
Yeah.
Can I just?
Oh, that's
just quickly,
Dennis.
I've just googled Doink the Clown for no reason, and you know how Google has like questions that like people also ask.
Yes.
Yeah.
It says, "When did Doink the Clown died?" And the funny thing is, I was just looking at Oprah Winfrey's mate Stedman,
Yeah.
and the first question on
Is Stedman
That.
Doink?
Oh, Stedman
No.
Doink, yeah.
it's
It's in
does
whiteface.
Oprah have a Stedman?
It looks like you buy at the store.
A Stedman.
Yeah.
So I think Google's a little bit broken.
Yeah.
Oprah's just not good at naming things. And so it's like, I got myself a Stedman. Awesome. What will my name be? Stedman.
Stedman.
You will be Stedman. You are my Stedman.
Did I
You get a
stutter?
Stedman, and you get a Stedman.
Oprah's just fucking bitch slapping him, like just fucking this dude up. Did I fucking stutter?
I reckon she'd have a mean backhand too.
Yeah. Now go ice yourself down. You fucking look disgusting. You're all swollen and shit. Okay, we got some lyrics to get through here. Let's get stuck into them. Fozzy are known as deep lyricists, and I believe we'll find that out here as we go. Now, they don't believe in like naming anything like a verse or a chorus or a bridge. They like to keep it more open and flowing. So I'm referring to these as like sections. Think of it like a Banjo Patterson poem.
Stanza.
Stanzas. Yeah.
Yeah, all the great bush poets like Fozzy and
Like
Banjo
Chris
Patterson.
Jericho.
Yeah, Chris Jericho, Doink the Clown. Chris Jericho actually played Doink the Clown for a small amount of time. It was like one. There's a really good story of it. So Chris Jericho, he dressed up as Doink the Clown to like attack someone
Trick
to surprise them. Yeah. So he's backstage and he's dressed up as Doink the Clown, and Shawn Michaels was there, and Shawn Michaels was a big smack bag at the time,
Yeah.
like just super fucking high. So he's like between him, like passing in and out, he'd bump into Jericho, and he's like, "Oh, you're Doink now. I don't like that for you." And he's like, "No, it's just for tonight." He's like, "Oh, okay." Bumps into him later. He's like, "Oh, when did they make you Doink? I don't like that for you. I don't think it's good." And apparently said it to him like 4 or 5 times across the night.
At least
being
Shawn
like, "Nah,
was
this is
concerned
it's not a
for
good career move for you to be Doink. They shouldn't do this to you."
Chris Jericho, you're already a massive name. Why would they make you a clown?
Yeah, why don't make you Doink?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. The first section. It says, "Do you remember me? You can't see the things that make me who I am. You'll never understand."
That's like I feel like it's like a bad like pickup artist trying to be like real mysterious. Like, oh, do you remember me?
You can't see things you never understand.
It's a power move.
Like,
isn't it?
maybe this is Shawn Michaels thinking that Chris Jericho is Doink.
racking lines between stanzas.
It's just
over
like
here.
he's fucking so confused. Just like, wait, what? Why you doink? You'll never understand.
Doink, you remember me.
That's better than anything I've got. So
That is good. The next
on.
section says, and I gotta keep moving. You're living off my sweat.
ooh.
Moving, the devil's on my back, and these are the days that I dreamed about, and you're always there to remind me.
Dubby Energy has declared war on Big Energy, who probably support ISIS. If you want an energy drink with no maltodextrin, no artificial colours, and no kickbacks that fund insurrections in the Middle East, then look no further. So head on over to dubby.gg and use the promo code 1001songs, that's the number 1001, for 10% off price of purchase. And remember, kids, if it's not Dubby, it's ISIS.
طويلة من الجهاد والصبر.
Living off his sweat.
Like they just got a couple of gallons of it in the fridge, and
Yeah, I imagine it
whenever
like a
they're
popper.
thirsty.
Like a popper with a little straw.
a juice
it up and
box
go.
of his sweat.
Juice box.
That like aeroplane water where you just have to stab the top with the straw. Just like please, can we have some bread? It's like, only sweat, sorry. We only have sweat for you.
This
that
sweat
just-
solidified.
Oh, it'd be
dude.
like a what would sweat solidify?
A salty ice cube.
It would be, wouldn't it?
Salty ice cube, nice.
Ugh.
Is Jericho saying when he's like, "You're living off my sweat"? Is that just him talking to the other members of Fozzy because they're only successful because he's a wrestler?
You're fucking
I think
nothing without
You
me.
other-
motherfucker!
Are
The
there
other members of
of
Fozzy have more than enough sweat for themselves, I think.
I do like the idea that he has to keep moving because he doesn't want them to live off his sweat. Like there's just like those
they're
sucker
coming
fish
for
that
it.
live off sharks.
The pilot fish.
Yeah. They're just, it's like, fucking get off me, Jesus! Like I can't stand still for 1 second. So you start licking my fucking arms and
Bloody parasites.
yeah.
This is also when he's like, "I got to keep moving." That's like after he's trying to be a pickup artist and it's failed, and she's like, "No, I don't remember you. Please leave me alone." And he's like, "Well, I got to keep moving anyway.
The devil's
People
on
are
my
living
back.
off my sweat, you know."
I've got people depending on me for my
Yeah.
sweat. That's all right.
Do you think Jericho got so into his lyrics here that he went and got a full back piece of a devil on his like just because the lyrics were so good when he wrote it? He's like, "The devil's in my back." It's like, fuck, that's a good lyric.
No.
God damn
I
it.
love
Jericho's got some real bad tattoos, but he doesn't have a back piece.
Doesn't have Satan on his back.
No,
What's
he
your
has.
Chibs, what's your mental image of a devil tattoo on the guy's back? Because I reckon mine's different.
Is it spinal? Is it like the spinal tap from The Simpsons?
It's
that
half
devil-
inflated.
Yes, yes. That's what I'm imagining.
I'm thinking
mine-
like it's all face, no body.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I actually pictured like as if the devil is hugging his back and like looking back at the person who.
like the back dude on a motorbike.
like a hug. Yeah.
That's a great tattoo.
Someone
has to get that.
He
Little
got
hug and
so
a
close to a
little witch
Nickelback
behind.
song with like, and you're always there to remind me.
Yeah,
Of
exactly.
how I really am.
Yeah.
And there's always something there to remind me.
Yeah, that Nickelback song.
Yeah.
I thought we talked about that song. That's
Yeah.
a great song.
I like when you suck my dick. Is that how it goes? Something like that. Yeah.
It sounds
Um,
sweaty.
I made a note here that I said this does sound like 4 lines from four separate song titles.
Absolutely.
It's like he's just naming song title ideas. Like, I got to keep moving. You're living off my sweat. The devil's on my back. These are the days I dreamed about. You're always there to remind me.
Oh,
I
yeah.
just like sometimes.
That's
This was like the leftover set list of the band that was on before him. And he's like, guys, I've got it.
Well, that's how good a
Oh.
songwriter is. You know, the good guys like write a chorus and then they make that their verse, so they write a better chorus.
Yeah,
This guy's
yeah.
writing song titles as his words. That's how good he is.
Titling stuff is hard. So
Titling stuff is hard. Yeah, it's an impressive thing he's done. I assume this is a chorus, but like I said before, who am I to assume anything is
It's
possible?
definitely the chorus.
Okay. You're my enemy. All that we had has gone away. There are times that fade away, but you're still my enemy. Fucking, someone holds a grudge.
yeah, this is him. He does not take rejection from women well.
Yeah.
He's like, sir, I don't know who you are. Please leave me alone. I'm
Don't know your
trying to
name.
have
It's
a
like-
drink.
You and I are now enemies.
Imagine breaking up as like, can we still be friends? No, worse.
That would be the best breakup thing ever. Is just to be like, you know, it was amicable breakup, and you know, it's good because like we can still be friends and stuff. It's like, oh, we can break up, but you will be my enemy forever.
Yeah.
It's real amicable until right at the end. Like, no problem dividing everything up, but just like, it's like, all right, I think it's time for us to go our separate ways. And just letting you know you're my enemy now.
Yeah.
You're my enemy, and
We're
We
enemies
bump
now.
into each other again. It's going down.
time may fade, but you will still be my enemy.
Yeah, 100%.
I
And
hope
I've
that's
taken you off
also a
my,
tattoo.
I've taken you off my Netflix subscription, so fuck it.
The
Do we
true
have a,
act.
do we have a
pure
double
enemy.
rhyme, a double word rhyme there, Bev?
Oh shit!
What-
Gav!
There he is.
Help me
He
out
rhymed
here on
away
this.
with away.
Where's that? Like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, all that
You're
we
my
had
enemy,
has
all
gone
that we-
away. There are times
Yep.
that fade away. Okay, so Adam, if we get a double rhyme, we need to come up with a better rhyme that they should have used.
Oh.
Okay, what
What
rhymes
was the
with
first
away?
line? Sorry? Which one was the first line?
Well, you've got all that we had has gone away. There are times that fade away. Yeah, away is a tricky one.
All that we had has gone away. There are times where I'd like to ask you to play.
Or all that we had has gone away. It's about time I told you I was gay.
And they're enemies because whoever he's singing about is a homophobe.
Exactly. Yeah. It's just like, wait,
I'm
you're in a
expressing my
relationship.
true
I hate
self.
gays.
This is Oprah talking to Stedman.
You're my enemy. All that we had has gone away. And don't forget your pets, neuter and spay.
Is that a Milo and Otis call? Or?
That's what's it? I think Bob Barker, I think. Like the American Price is Right. He always used to end.
Price is Right.
Always used to end the show with, and don't forget to spay and neuter your pets.
Like a
de-sex
community health message.
Jesus Christ.
Send them to me in the mail. I'm starting a collection.
Yeah.
Oh,
Community
shit.
service announcement about.
Oh, dear.
I know, this is very Dharma-ish.
Yeah.
All that we had has gone away. There are times that I just need a J.
Yeah?
I need to J my D.
Sorry, I think I just breezed over a Dharma reference, which I never do. So whoever shouted out
Damn
Dharma there, huge shout out to Dharma on the pod. We love him.
Dharma represent.
Dharma represent. All my Dharma boys stand up. They can't.
All
All that we had is gone away.
Yeah.
How about
Right, sorry,
all that
sorry.
we had was gone away. I'm gonna go play Super Smash Bros. Melee.
All right, there we go. There we
So
go.
much
That might be
better.
it. That is it.
Yeah. It would have really struck with the kids as well. I think they missed out on
Yeah.
that market. Yeah. They were too caught up on the being an enemy of someone. Weren't thinking of the children. The next section, it says, "The friend you had in me, you turned on so easily. I'm sad to see you go. At least now I know."
Yep.
Toy Story reference, that one.
You got a friend in me.
Here's the friend you had.
I like
in
that
me. You turned
You
on
can read
so
the next line
easily.
two different ways.
Sad to see you go. At least now I know.
And I see clearly now
you
you tried
had
to
a
lead
friend
me. I want to hear
The next
Randy
one, though, you
Newman do a
turn-
cover of "Enemy" by Fozzy.
'Cause you're now my enemy. Da-da-da. Said you're now my enemy.
Oh, Bevo, mate, that you could be the king of TikTok.
Yeah, with this huge hit that everyone knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry
You
for
turned
dragging
on-
down the clicks you're going to get on this episode by making it about Fozzy.
Ah,
I
fuck
think
it.
you've dragged them up. You've dragged them up.
Yeah.
People need to know.
You might get an influx of wrestling fans coming in.
That's
That'll
entirely
just be
possible.
real
Like,
annoyed that we're just taking a dump on Chris Jericho.
No, people need to know. We're doing a community service here. The last section, it says, "And I see clearly now." It is just song titles.
The rain is
That's
gone.
what he's doing here. "And I see clearly now, you tried to bleed me. And I see clearly now, you tried to feed on me."
It is Dharma.
Mosquito.
It's straight up Dharma. We're
It
doing
is.
it.
All my Dharma boys stand up.
Dharma boys.
Now, are you being bled or fed? Can't be
What?
both.
Mosquito.
Yeah. You
Who's
bleed
after
it
his
out. And then
sweat and his
Yeah.
blood? There's a lot going on here.
You got to bleed a carcass before you.
But
butcher
this
it.
is all about.
It's good
the
'cause you know
trying
when
to
they-
do it.
Yeah, exactly.
when they're killing members of Fozzy, they're not wasting it, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
They're
It's,
gonna, you gotta use all of the Fozzy.
They're doing it
God, we
humanely.
bring up serial killers so much in this show that we might as well be a true crime podcast.
yeah. We're also hitting on that. Maybe they went to that like North Sentinel Island to like bring the word of Fozzy to the tribes people. And
Yeah.
that's what it's about. It's like they keep
Like
trying
missionaries.
to bleed me and eat me.
I feel like there's one lyric that we overlooked. The friend that you had in me, you turned on so easily. I feel like that instead of being turned on, it's you've turned on.
I just
So
assume
easily.
that's what it is.
But they were already inside them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, look,
You had in me.
I'm already
there you go.
fucking you. I hope you're being turned on.
if there's anything you can teach your kids, it's make sure they're turned on before you're inside them.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're all learning lessons.
Yeah. That's 101.
Is this bit as well when it goes, I see clearly now? That's when the guitarist starts singing, who clearly has a better voice,
Oh,
than
yes!
a better
Yeah.
singer.
Yeah, he
than
actually
Chris.
does have a
that
much
really
better
comes out of
voice.
nowhere
Yeah.
as well, doesn't it?
I know
But
that
he
he
doesn't-
was singing on the
He's not
video
going
and
to
I was
bring in
like,
the
this-
wrestling box, so get
No.
fucking in the back, mate.
It sounds exactly like Chris Jericho.
No, it definitely. I picked up on it eventually that it was someone else singing, but then I was so confused as to why that is the point that someone started singing because it's the end of the
Yeah,
song.
exactly.
I didn't notice it until I watched the film clip of it, which is fucking so good.
That's when
It
we
is
will
so
get it.
good.
We will
Chris
get
just
into
slightly
the
off
film clip.
stage, just taking a
Ah,
breather.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, we were considering, maybe moving on from the video section of this podcast, but this video single-handedly has revived my passion for it.
back.
So,
All of my notes are only about the video.
okay, fantastic. We will,
We'll
we
get there
will
in a sec.
100% get there. That is all the lyrics. Let's just take a quick break for our sponsor.
This is hot.
This podcast is brought to you by Blessington Watches. Blessington Watches was created by brothers Tanner and Tane Blessington after they went and bought a pretty expensive timepiece and found the experience was a bit shithouse and they thought they could do it better, and they bloody have. Their watches are amazing. I personally own one of the Krakenback watches, but you can find their amazing range on their website, www.blessington.com. And when you're buying a watch, use the promo code 1001songs, that's the number 1001, songs, and get yourself an amazing timepiece from Blessington Watches.
Tell these haters. Non-stop music.
So, the song was released on the 11th of January 2005. It's written by Rich Ward and Rick Beato.
Oh, he's all over the YouTubes at the moment.
Who is?
He just got Rick Beato. He's got a fucking signature Gibson.
No.
Yeah.
Beato!
Okay, all right. Yeah, he just literally last week got announced that he's got a signature Gibson as a YouTube influencer.
What?
Yeah, crazy.
It's finally
What?
getting due for writing all these Fozzy songs.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
guess.
a blow.
So Fozzy originally started under the name Fozzy Osborne.
on the Muppet Show. It's a comedian bear.
Which, I don't know if you can tell, is a play on the name of the singer Ozzy Osbourne. You get it?
It sounds like he's doing an Aussie impression in this song.
It does a bit, doesn't it? They were a cover band assembled by Rich Ward and whatever musicians he could find in any given week. That's the man. In 1999, Jericho and Ward met in San Antonio, Texas, after a wrestling show, and Jericho was invited to play with the band. But it wasn't until the next year that Jericho officially joined the band and became its front man under the persona of Mongoose McQueen.
Lightning's brother.
And just because he couldn't leave the fucking wrestling shtick alone, the band had a whole gimmick where Jericho refused to acknowledge that Mongoose McQueen and Chris Jericho were the same person. So when they interviewed Mongoose, he would stay in character the whole time and even feign ignorance as to who Chris Jericho was. On the other side, Chris Jericho was a huge fan of Mongoose and Fozzy.
That's fucking funny, man.
I do enjoy
like
the
that.
shithousery of that. I really do. In 2001, Chris Jericho, which I told Adam this earlier, was and always will be my favorite wrestler. Which during the whole era of The Rock and Stone Cold and Mankind and all of that, Chris Jericho, he was my favorite.
Chris Jericho, that's a good pick. It's a good pick for a favorite.
He's so fucking sick. Like Chris Jericho. 2001, he became the first undisputed WWF champion and thus the final holder of the WCW World Heavyweight Championship, then referred to as the World Championships, having won and unified the WWF and World titles by defeating Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock in the same night. Jericho! Woo! Stone Cold and The Rock, same night. This guy, fucking hero.
It's like a Paul Gallen type effort.
Yeah. Without the peptides.
Yeah.
Rich Ward, also known by his stage name, The Duke.
Dick Ward.
He's like the poor man's The Edge. He's best known as the founding member of 90s metal band Stuck Mojo, alongside the Fozzy drummer Frank Forstier. And he was married to a WWE wrestler, Daphne, which is how he met Jericho. So, now, I'd never heard, Stuck Mojo, one of these bands that as a teenager, going to CD stores, I saw so many fucking Stuck Mojo CDs and never once wanted to pick one up and buy it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I know Stuck Mojo as. As in, this is a band that is in, the category of music I like, but for some reason, nothing about it makes me want to pick that up and listen to it.
It sounds like an Austin Powers fucking spin-off.
Mojo.
Stuck Mojo.
I was going to say, this is, I guess it's in the video. I'll save it for the video. The production of it, it's produced by Rick Beato, I believe it's pronounced. Yeah. He's an American
exactly
YouTube personality, multi-instrumentalist and music producer and educator.
He's one of those dudes.
Teacher.
you get his videos on your feed sometimes, and he's like, "Here's a simple trick I used to do my soloing
Fozzy
over
riffs.
over chords, real easy." And then he just plays like 20 fucking jazz chords, and he goes, "Yeah, simple as that." And it's become like this self-aware meme now that he knows that it's confusing. Yeah.
What a dickhead.
Yeah.
I fucking hate him.
He's got a kid that's got perfect pitch too, and there's videos of him like just like whipping him.
Oh, no, mate.
What chord
No,
is
no, no.
this?
If you think I hate Rick Beto, you have no idea how much I fucking hate his son.
Chips was hoping you meant literally whipping him just then.
Yeah. I've got a cardboard cutout that I just punch more like every morning when I wake up. His son John, speaking of him, he actually plays a guitar solo on this track. It isn't a member of Fozzy.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So the perfect pitch fuckwit plays the solo.
I don't think it's that kid because that kid's very young.
Isn't it John? John
Dylan,
Beto?
No. It's Rick John Beto.
Rick John?
Rick John, yeah. Rick
on. Rick Shaw.
So
Ricky Bobby.
The older one that plays guitar in Fozzy is Rick or John.
But it
and
says
then the
Rick's
younger
son
one
John.
is Rick John.
What's the
Yeah, right.
son's
Well,
name?
I've just looked up Rick and it says children.
Johnny Rick.
Dylan. One kid.
John!
I don't know, man.
Wait, hold on. I think I just remembered that I completely make all of this up.
I just remembered that. I don't care at all.
We're not even recording right now. You're just sitting in your room
Yeah.
alone.
That telephone's not even connected to anything.
That's from that's when Gary Coleman is on The Simpsons.
Yeah.
He's complaining because he got the Chinese. He's like, 3 prawns is hardly a galaxy. Like, that phone's not even connected to anything.
Yeah.
I was thinking of Lloyd Braun from Seinfeld when he's selling shit. He keeps dinging, like, ding, another sale. And then at the end, the closing credits, it shows the telephone isn't actually hooked up to anything. And he still is crazy.
Sorry, back on production. I just feel like, does anyone else think that this just sounds like massively like home brand Mudvayne?
Oh, I wouldn't. I think that's an insult to Mudvayne.
Yeah. No, I mean real budget version. I love Mudvayne. Big Mudvayne fan.
What it sounds like is so when I used to have a recording studio and you would get a group of dudes that were maybe in their mid-40s that turned up that wanted to record an original.
Yes.
This is that original.
Yeah, 100%.
Have you guys ever heard the genre butt rock?
No. Sounds gay.
This is butt rock. It's like that like new metal, like drop D.
Why butt rock?
Why butt
Sorry,
rock?
can you explain the origins of the term?
Let me look
Yeah.
it
Butt
up.
rock.
Yeah, I
I
want to know more
think you're
about this
making
butt
shit
rock.
up now, Bevo. Just because he sounds like he knows what he's talking about, it's all
He
bullshit.
definitely doesn't.
Here we go. Urban Dictionary, butt rock. Style of
best
hard rock and heavy metal music that is watered down both musically and lyrically to garner maximum radio play and mainstream acceptance. Lyrical themes are drawn from a
Was that,
put-on tough guy bro persona and include being a badass, getting lots of pussy, strippers partying,
yeah,
and being betrayed or alone.
Yeah,
Image-wise,
no, I think
butt
you're right.
rock bands
This is
typically
butt rock.
consist of guys in their mid-30s with spiky hair, affliction t-shirts, and bad tattoos.
That's
Holy
exactly
shit.
what it is.
Oh, yeah.
Bevo
that
Was
is
this-
nailed it.
I'm
Fozzy.
picturing you scroll down this Urban Dictionary entries by R Beverage.
Yeah.
I'll just read you the last,
There's a
the
reason
last
that
paragraph
Fozzy
here.
rhymes with
Rapidly
pussy.
typing.
Examples of butt rock bands include Five Finger Death Punch, 3 Days Grace, Buck Cherry, Nickelback, Disturbed, and Three Doors Down.
Yeah,
Okay, we're in the
yeah.
ballpark. Yeah.
That's like the fucking golden triangle of this podcast. That one. That's great. Drummer Frank Fonsteer is famous for using drum triggers on both albums and live performance.
Is he, though?
You know how
Is
fucking
he?
disgusting it is to take a drum kit into a recording studio and trigger it? Like, you know how much of a cunt you need to be to go into a recording studio and pay all this money for a drum room, a live room to make your drum kit sound good and be like, yeah, but just make sure you're running it through my Roland brain and you're just taking direct input from that. You fucking dickhead, Frank. You didn't need to fucking come here. We could have done this on a fucking laptop. Prick. Fucking prick. Tell me about the video, Beverage.
All right. Gav, hit it.
Wow! Here's the video facts from A to Z, and they're coming at you straight from Ryan B. It's a terrible song, and I know you agree. It's the music video summary
with Bevo.
That's me. Video summary for...
Don't do that
Fozzy.
ASMR stuff. You get me fully erect.
That's me. I'm just about to do the video summary for the music video found on youtube.com.
Eat a banana first.
These ones? That's... Oh, I don't like that. It just doesn't do it for me.
Oh, it doesn't, does it, Bevo?
No.
All right.
Well, you're doing
Just in
it for
case
all
you
of
wanted
us.
to know.
aren't you?
It's not looking
Yeah. No, it doesn't do it for me either, mate.
It doesn't do it for me either. Okay, video summary for Fozzy. Fozzy Bear, waka waka waka. That's all I can think about. A one-legged man battles a staircase and his demons, only to find the reward awaiting him atop the building is the band Fozzy playing a shit song on the roof. Rather than enjoy his torture any further, he flings himself off the side.
Yeah, he does. He really does battle his demons.
I got halfway through this video and I'm like, I just realized, like, it clicked that I was like, he's climbing to the top and Fozzy's up there. He's going through fucking hell, and then
it does like a media res thing where it's like 10 minutes earlier where it starts with all of them like looking down at this guy's throwing himself off a fucking building, and then they're like, all right, back to band practice.
That was weird.
Very successful.
Also, not
rent
the
a
first time
studio
that-
to practice that.
not the first time that's happened in a music video we've looked.
No. Yeah.
But, like-
one of my favorite bits, which I couldn't believe fucking happened in the video, like I could not believe it, I rewound it, is the very, very fucking first line of the song, and they're staring over the building, and Jericho does the fucking head turn to the camera to start building the first line out. It's amazing. Amazing.
Do you love the range of? Do you guys love the range of camouflage that all of the band's members of Fozzy are wearing?
I didn't see any camouflage in that video.
It's only bits and pieces.
We've got pants on the drummer. We've got a red camouflage t-shirt and a camouflage cowboy hat on the guitarist.
Camo hat. That's where it's at.
Was that Keith Urban?
Yeah.
When he started singing, I'm like, that's fucking Keith. That's our Keith.
What's Casey doing there?
The thing I wanted to note, though, is that when he does fling himself off the side of the building, it's at the end of the YouTube video, so all the links come up for the other videos.
It's got Fozzy across America, and he's like, nah.
It's like the big payoff of the video. It's like, no, just watch the next one.
Yeah, trust me, he can't walk after it either.
Yeah. I love it. So he rolls in, the lift's broken, so he throws himself out of his chair and starts like just crawling up.
Clawing his way.
Yeah.
Surely he could have used the handrail and one leg.
Surely he could have gone down to the next building.
Yeah, I was thinking
Exactly.
about that.
That's it.
Yeah.
He needed to go to that one because he knew the woman. He goes up a couple of flights, he sees a woman, and she's making out with a couple of people and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Then he crawls up a few more flights, and he sees the same woman in a photo shoot. So is the lift must be working now.
Yes,
It's
that's
like
right.
only broken. And he's like, I can't wait 5 minutes. I'm going to drag myself up. Because then he sees a third time
Yes.
the same woman.
And how much of a dickhead is she? Because she knows the amputee is crawling up fucking flights of stairs, and she's still jumping in the lift to like go and make out with dudes. Like,
She waves at him at the first, so it's like she knows who he is.
Oh, yeah.
She does remember him.
Yeah.
100%. So
And
she's
she
the
knows-
real dickhead here.
Unless, do you think he recently ended up in a wheelchair, or he was in a wheelchair while they were together?
Yeah, maybe it's Fred. He lost his leg because of her.
I just want to say as well, don't forget
She's
Fozzy
like-
got all their gear up the top of the stairs too, and they didn't complain.
True.
Can I go back to possible Dharma reference again?
Please.
Maybe she amputated his leg and has been sort of working on it out of the freezer over the last few months.
Filleted leg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he also crawls past the old man and the child, and the old man like pulls the child in, like, watch out.
Oh yeah.
There's a man
Oh,
with
there's a
one
triple
leg.
coming.
Get out of there.
Chibsy, you're a dad. You keep your children away from disabled people,
Oh
right?
yeah. No, you don't want to
Watch
catch
out.
that. It's contagious, that shit.
Yeah.
Just shit, he
Don't
might
help
get
him.
ya.
Yeah.
We've seen all those zombie movies where the zombies like half fucking gone and they're still crawling along. It's basically what it is. Yeah.
Listen here, kids. When you see someone like that, never help them. Just
Yeah,
let them
yeah,
struggle.
lesson.
Yeah.
It's insulting to help them. He needs to
That's
fight his
right.
own demons. Yeah.
He also takes the photo with the woman the second time he sees her, not the third time, the second time.
Second time.
He
yeah.
like turns back, takes a photo with her. Then he's up on the roof
right.
and he has that photo.
Yes, that's right.
He stopped in by the big W.
He went. We missed
1 hour
it. He
photo.
didn't go back down the stairs. He went to the
maybe
pharmacy.
Maybe this is over the course of a couple of days, and he's actually done it. And he keeps getting so high, and then he like looks over the edge for a bit, turns back. But today Fozzy was there, and he's
Fozzy
like,
was there,
"That's
and he's
the
like,
thing
today's
that
the day."
pushed him."
That's what pushed him over the edge.
Every other day, someone came and helped him up the stairs. And it just didn't make a very good video, so they had to reshoot the next day with him crawling the whole way. Yeah,
Are you ready for round 3, mate? Let's go. It's
The
Wednesday.
redneck's just filming them on the roof and just says this cripple crawl past the camera and fling himself off the roof. It's like, did anyone
Yeah, he
else
wasn't
see
even
that?
supposed to be in the video.
Did anybody else see that? Yeah.
He like just starts like crawling out, and none of the band stop to be like, "Oh, what's this?
No.
Are you
it's
okay,
cool.
sir? You?"
Yeah, they're used to
The camera
cripples
crew just
committing
starts filming
suicide
him
in front
do
of
it.
Yeah.
Can I tell a related but and very cringy story just quickly?
Yes.
My parents
Can't wait to
have a-
hear how this relates to a cripple
You'll
who's
see
throwing himself off a
you'll see
building.
very shortly. My parents have this steep driveway, and they were doing some work at a hospital, getting rid of some old shit. And there was a wheelchair that they had that was just sort of like going in the garbage. And me and my siblings and stuff, we were all sitting in it, like we were probably like early 20s. And we're sitting in this wheelchair, like rolling up this, like trying to like Iron Man it, like going up this steep driveway in this fucking wheelchair. And we were all standing up on the veranda at one point, and my brother-in-law was having a go, and he was halfway up the hill, up this really steep driveway, really just pumping his arms, trying to get up this last bit of this steep driveway. And the fucking neighbor from across the road came running over and grabbed the wheelchair and was like, "I've got you, mate. I've got you. It's all good. Like, don't worry." And started to help him. And then he looked up, and we were all standing on the veranda watching this guy struggling up the fucking up the steep slope. And he was just like, "What?" And Matt was just like, my brother-in-law leapt out of the chair and was like, "Oh no, I'm fine. I'm not actually disabled. We were just doing this for a laugh."
Just for a laugh.
And it was just the
laugh.
it was so fucking awkward because this guy was like being a really good Samaritan, trying to help it. Like he was struggling up this fucking driveway, and we were all just standing there watching. It was so fucked.
It was
There's
doing
no way I jump.
everything
If I
that-
was the one in the chair, no way I jump out of that chair. I get to that. It
Yeah,
pushes
just-
me into a flat. I'm like, yeah, fuck you guys.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then
yeah,
you
yeah,
name it,
Yeah,
because you're all
exactly.
assholes.
You're all assholes.
You
The
might
neighbor
have
just
to
thinks
fully
you're a
commit
fucking
to
monster.
that for like at least a
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
buys one of those like fucking what are they the vans with a big wheelchair entrance in the back or something.
He calls the taxi that has the
Yeah.
wheelchair thing. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So anyway, don't help people with wheelchairs up ramps and stairs.
No. I mean, do what everyone in this video did.
Yeah, ignore them.
There's a subreddit on Reddit called "Don't Help, Just Film."
Great.
Yeah.
It's got some good
That is a good
videos.
sub. Yeah, plenty.
Yeah.
yeah.
Lots of people getting hurt in situations where they wouldn't be hurt if the person filming just put the camera down for
had
2
help.
seconds.
Exactly.
Great.
Yeah.
Do you have a Fozzy set list, Bevo?
Yeah. Would you believe they're coming out to the Australia next month?
Oh,
I
hell
wouldn't
yeah.
They tour
They
Australia
come a lot,
often.
apparently. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is actually just this is a sponsored episode. We're promoting that show.
Does anyone here
We are live from Fozzy's concert.
We've got Fozzy right here. What have you got to say for yourself?
I reckon we
Waka
could get
waka.
Jericho. I reckon we can get Jericho on.
We could definitely get any other member of Fozzy.
100%. I'll hit up Frank Foncier and ask him about his drum triggers. Call him a cunt.
Rick Beato's son,
It's-
John.
Yeah, I'll get Beto. John, the
Johnny
mystery
Rick.
child.
Okay, so this
I love that. Like, I know you guys have like researched it to work out who all these people are, but like, these are the first times I'm hearing any name that is not Chris Jericho in Fozzy. Like,
Wait, there's other people in this band.
There's other members.
there is Chris Jericho, and I would be surprised if any fan of Fozzy could name any other member.
Well, I
the
mean,
band.
there is you've got Chris Jericho, you've got Mongoose.
Stop reading it. Stop reading it, Chip. I can see you reading it.
see your eyes
Top of
moving
your
from
head,
left to right.
Jibs.
Yeah, don't forget Mongoose. Yeah. Yeah, Bevo, set list me, mate.
Yeah, okay, so this is May 16th, 2022 at Pops in Sauget, Illinois, USA,
Okay.
on the Save the World tour.
Well, someone's got to do it.
We've got 15 songs in the set, including a cover of Relax by Frankie Goes to Hollywood.
Oh,
Let's get a fucking clip of that.
damn. If you
Yeah,
haven't
obviously
heard
not, but-
the episode of Relax that we did on this podcast, I highly recommend going to listen to that. It is a good time. And before we move too far away from the video, I know Beveridge normally sums up the videos and it's very good. You don't need to go and watch it. Go and watch this one.
Yeah, yeah.
Watch this one for
Go and
sure.
watch it. It's worth it. Yeah.
Surprises,
Okay.
surprises
How many
all the way
songs?
up. 15 songs. No encore,
Jesus
just straight
Christ.
up 15.
Okay, including
much
Relax.
Fozzy.
Including
Including
Relax.
Relax.
There's one more cover, but I'll tell you about it later.
I don't know any Fozzy songs. I don't know if they have a popular song. I really spent no time listening.
I'm very
to them.
confident on what their closing song would be.
Can I give you some
Yeah.
other names of songs from Fozzy, just to give you some context?
Eat the Rich.
We've got Drinking with Jesus.
Yeah.
We've got
I think it's Jesus.
Do you want to start a war? And Sin and Bones.
Oh, play on words. These guys are fucking clever. Okay.
They might be geniuses.
Yeah.
4D chess.
No,
Yeah.
Jesus.
I'm very confident their last song was definitely Judas.
Oh, you're confident, are you?
Okay, all right.
It should be. It's their most popular
You know what?
song.
He's overconfident. I'm going to say that Enemy is last.
I'm going to go second last. I'm going to say Enemy.
I reckon Enemy's like somewhere in the middle. It's like 10th.
Enemy.
I'm going second last as well.
Okay. They play it 12th.
Oh.
The second last song is Judas. The last
Damn
song is a cover of Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap by AC/DC.
Oh, okay.
Of course it is.
That's such a shit way to end your
Why would
show.
you end? Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? It's like, all right,
that's
that's
pretty
Fozzy. How good are AC/DC?
All right, we've done all
We
that
know you've been
boring stuff. Now
disappointed all
time for
night.
some fun.
Go out on a high.
I mean, they were a cover band to start with, so they're
That's
back to
true.
their roots.
Fozzy Osbourne. Yeah, that's true.
This was our original closer and will always be our closer.
Yeah, the drummer's like, I spent 12 hours downloading the patches onto my fucking drum machine for
The
Dirty
AC/DC
Deeds Done Dirt Cheap.
patches.
We're fucking playing the song,
So,
okay, little bit of legacy here before we wrap her up. Enemy was released as a lead single for the band's third record. The song became a minor hit for Fozzy as it received airplay in over 80 stations across the US. Doesn't seem like that many. I reckon there's a lot of radio stations in the US. The song is one of Fozzy's most well-known songs and has become a staple of their live shows. Enemy was featured as the theme song for the WWE's No Way Out pay-per-view in 2005 and Total Non-Stop Action Wrestling Bound for Glory pay-per-view in 2006. So they got some of that sweet, sweet pay-per-view money.
mm-hmm.
A small
Love to
percentage.
view that paper.
Yeah. So no charting, no anything. Just it was out there. It's
Wow,
in their
a
set.
crime. A crime
Basically, they
against
released
nature.
it and now they play it live. That is the legacy
did-
of this song.
I did notice there's
Um,
only 500,000 views on the YouTube.
Yeah. I mean, for
It
such
only
a
dropped
fucking
in
good video.
2021.
Oh, actually, sorry, the video only got played once on MTV and it was banned.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It debuted for the Headbangers Ball
I can see
and
why.
was banned from all television afterwards.
Wow.
You
Yeah.
couldn't afforded one other woman to play Bond.
Nope. Okay.
No, we've got the one. She was probably definitely dating someone in the band.
Oh, you fuck. Oh, yes. Yeah. Yeah, you nailed that one 100%. And definitely not Jericho or Rich Ward. It would have been like the rhythm guitarist. Speaking of the rhythm guitarist, Mike Martin, rhythm guitarist, has a net worth of $1 million US
Okay.
as of 2022. Sean Delson, the bass player, has a net worth of nothing.
Bruce bankrupt?
Yeah, he owes money. Frank Von Stier was the drummer of Stuck Mojo and Fozzy. Net worth of 1.5 million. Rich Ward, old fucking cowboy hat, Keith Urban ripoff, camo hat, old mate. Guitar and backing vocalist. Also from Stuck Mojo and Fozzy, net worth of 1.5 million.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think Chris Jericho is worth in 2022, Gav?
Obviously, it's probably more from the wrestling side than the fucking than the music. But I'm gonna just throw a dart at the board here and say 22 mil.
Okay, what do you reckon, Mad Dog?
$150 million.
Jesus fucking Christ, he doesn't have a
That's a
cent.
lot of goddamn money, Mad Dog.
Cent of
It's a lot
Jericho.
of fucking. All right.
What was his move? The Walls of Jericho?
Walls of Jericho.
Jericho, yeah.
Yeah.
Every time he did that, he got $20.
If I only got $20 every time I made a wall. Bevo, what do you reckon he's worth?
I don't know anything. I'm not a wrestling fan. I kind of fucking hate it, but I also know who Chris Jericho is. So based on that, I'm going to guess he's worth $16 million.
All right, Adam, what do you reckon he's worth?
There's no way he's worth over 100 million. Like, he
Mad
still
Dog is
wrestles.
crazy.
He still throws himself at like a wooden floor
Yeah.
every week.
Yeah.
It's just for the joy of it, though. You like it.
Yeah, he would have made real good money as a wrestler, but also I don't know. I'm gonna go just a 10. I'm gonna go 10.
10?
Yeah.
18 million US.
Pretty close.
I went high ceiling there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's closest?
I just started thinking
too
again
shabby.
about Dennis Rodman sliding across the map.
Fucking true story, I tell ya.
He got paid 18 million just for that appearance.
Yeah. The worm.
The worm.
Just imagining it being heaps slippery and him just like slip and sliding across.
He almost did, eh? He almost did fully clear the ring. He's a big dude. $18 million Chris Jericho is worth. You reckon he flaunts that shit in front of his poor bandmates?
We always talk about
Hey.
this when one member has more money than the rest of them. And
Hates
it's like,
more.
let's bring out the big neon Fozzy sign to this tour. And the other guy would be like, "Oh."
It's like, we got to split all the costs for this tour. 5
The other
ways,
members
fellas.
of the band have to know that their bread is buttered.
Yeah.
It's sweat they're
Based
drinking.
off-
They're at
Yeah.
band practice. He's like, don't worry, guys. I've got the dominoes tonight.
Yeah. I'll
It's
pay
fine."
the rehearsal room.
I've got this.
And we're going to
Um,
split the rehearsal room.
Well,
Yeah.
Sean Delson is worth nothing. He's literally not being paid. He just gets to show up.
He's Chris's least favorite member of
Just
the
happy to be
band.
there.
Yeah. Just be happy to be here, Sean. All right,
So,
guys.
yeah, Chris Jericho now he comes out to where he's currently wrestling AEW. He comes out to Judas, which is their another Fozzy song, and it's not too bad of a song. And like the audience like sings along with it and that, but it's like, yeah, no, I'm demanding to come out to a song that I've written.
He basically has just been like, I'm doing everything in house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's how we're doing
He's
it.
the Jericho.
Yeah,
he brought out the guitarist to like a big show to like play it live
Oh,
as he
fucking
came
rad.
down, and he was hoping that the audience would sing along. But then the timing was slightly different to when it's perfect, when it's the perfect recording every time. So the audience just quit real quick, like, "Oh, look, we're off to when it started, so we're going to stop." So it was just the guitar,
So awkward.
God.
It's real awkward, yeah.
Fuck,
Very funny.
I used to love his fucking WWF entry thing. That gotta bring the wall down. Chris Jericho, fucking sick. What a sick cunt. Let's rate this shit.
Motherfuckers, this is it. Now it's time to rate this shit.
I need to stop saying that so aggressively with such a smooth, calm.
I think the contrast is beautiful.
It brings it back. Yeah.
Calms me down so I can just
What you should do is,
be
like-
more level-headed.
What you should do is scream it while the song is happening. That's right there, shine. Just do it over the top.
Yeah, I mean, I can't ask Dan to do another jingle for it. The clown fucking spun him around by his ankles and killed him.
He got pogoed the clown.
He got doinked.
Doinked. He got doinked.
That's the problem, because so many wrestlers play Doink, they don't know who to arrest.
Doink.
Be any one of them.
Yeah.
It's not the worm, I'll tell you that much. It's too fucking quick.
When did Doink the Clown died?
I mean, there's guys who have played Doink who are dead.
Who
Oh,
were
surely.
the 4 Doinks? That's the question on Google.
Yeah.
I think that's
There were 4 Doinks that
Patreon show.
one. There's so many people that have been Doink at least for one night.
I want
It's like
Gavin
a
to do an
gang
oral
bomb.
history of Doink.
Of Doink the Clown, yeah.
Just read in dull monotone.
Yeah, yeah.
Doink was born.
Do
in
it like
May
a Dan Carlin
1992.
fucking 6-hour epic goddamn podcast about the Mongols, but I want it to be on Doink.
Many people ask, when did Doink the Clown died?
It's like Serial. It's a full expose style podcast.
But did Doink the Clown ever really live?
When did Doink die?
When did Doink died?
They did it. They did do a bit one time where they had someone else dressed up as Doink who would like come out and like attack the person from behind when the ref wasn't looking.
Yeah.
But then like all the he was a bad guy, so all the bad guy commentators were like, "I don't know what you're talking about. There was never 2 Doinks. You're crazy." Just like gaslit real hard.
Yeah, fuck me.
It was
Oh,
absolutely
fantastic.
amazing.
All right, so what are we going to rate this out of? Should we say,
Amputated legs.
bottles of sweat?
Poppers.
Poppers.
Juice boxes
Juice
of sweat.
boxes of sweat boxes
Up and goes.
consumed. 10 sweat boxes consumed, and you die. Just because you shouldn't drink that much sweet. Can't be good for the kidneys.
It's salty. It's dehydrating you.
Yeah, 100%. It's like drinking seawater. Fucking idiot. You're dead. So 10, you would rather die than ever hear this song again. 1, you love it so much, it's going to be in your Spotify Wrapped. What do you give this out of 10? Mad Dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't expect you to ask me that one.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to be up first. I didn't have high hopes for it at all, but it grew on me every time I saw that amputee climb another flight of stairs.
I think you were distracted from the song by watching the cripple.
Yeah, and I couldn't take my eyes off that one-legged freak.
8-legged freaks is my favorite.
I've arrived at a 3.
Yeah, okay. He loves it. Big Fozzy fan.
Put the
like
round
it,
trip
yeah.
around 10 and arrived at a 3.
I like, yeah. Well, I always start at 10. And
Yeah. Bevo, what do you give it?
I said to you guys just before we started this, and I'll say it again just for the podcast listeners, that it's one of those songs where I forgot I was listening to it halfway through. And you just sort of, you just put it on and then you like think about something else and then
Where
you
am
tune
I?
back in for a second. You're like, oh, fuck, I forgot to listen to this.
Oh no, Fozzy's done.
And then, all I could think the whole time was like butt rock, butt rock, butt rock. So there's nothing interesting about it at all, except that he kind of sounds a bit like Ozzy Osbourne. So it's not offensive 10, but it's like it's fucking up there. So I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10.
Okay. A lot of sweat consumed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never
Yeah.
wanna hear this
Gav?
again.
I didn't have high hopes and it didn't live up to them. I'm also an 8.
Yeah, fair enough.
Just pretty
Fair
fucking
enough.
shit.
Adam, what do you give this out of 10? 10, you'd rather die.
Yeah, I'm probably going to go like around a 6.
Yeah,
I think.
okay.
It's a real nothing.
It's on the bad side of death.
If I went to like a bar and they had like a few bands on that night and Fozzy played, I'd be like, yeah, these guys are fine, but they're never going anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good Wollongong
But one of their
local
members
band.
happens to be famous, and
Yeah.
now all of them have careers, except for the one who has no money. He
Oh,
really
yeah.
doesn't get paid.
That stinks
to
of
be
a
there.
drug problem, though. That
Yeah.
does. Yeah. So 6. I'm going to give it a 7.2.
Gee, I'm the only one on
Tell
You
us
know
more,
what?
Tips. Tell
Right
us
side
more.
of
I
death.
was where Mad Dog was. I was there, and I was like, "Oh, fucking heavy riffs and shit and whatever." But then, as the cripple got further and further up the stairs,
I got further down the scale.
I started to really sort of relate to him, and when he threw himself off the edge of the building, I felt this little twinge of like regret that it wasn't
Jealousy.
me. So I couldn't have enjoyed it that much.
I think that me giving it an 8, I think it only gained 2 points back from the film clip alone. That was a masterpiece of a film clip.
It is.
was.
It's the best. I would say it is the best fucking video we have done in over 300 episodes of this podcast.
You
Good
guys
ones
are
early
welcome.
on, but this is a rare return to form, I think.
Yeah. Fucking amazing, and it got banned after being on TV once.
If
That's
it
pretty
didn't get
great.
banned, Fozzy become one of the biggest bands in the world. I think the film clip is that good.
The sliding doors moment.
Yeah. You'd be like, you've got Credence, you've got the Beatles, you've got the Bee
The
Gees,
Stones.
Fozzy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Adam, thank you so much for doing the podcast.
Thanks very much. Roughly when will this come out?
Well, when do you
When
want
you're
it to
listening
come
to
out?
it right now, dear listener.
It's live,
this
coming
is
at you
live.
live.
Every time they hit
No,
play,
it just
came
depends
out.
on whether I plug something or not.
Today's
plug
date,
it.
dear listener, is...
I can make it
Tips,
come
please
out.
insert the date right
Wait,
now.
well, I don't even know what day it is today. It can come out next Thursday.
It's the 29th. Because on Friday the 14th of October, I'm doing a 24-hour improv marathon
Jesus
with some friends to
Christ.
raise money for the Black Dog Institute.
How
Nice one.
much of that can be just masturbating in public? It's improv.
I mean, it's all in our theatre, so none of it's...
Metaphorically
not
anyway,
If your
isn't
it?
theater. You don't
Yeah.
want that.
we do enough masturbating in our theatre that
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah,
it
yeah,
wouldn't
yeah.
be special.
They would be like, "Oh, they're doing the same old show again. This is an improv. This
Yeah.
is scripted."
Yeah.
A 24-hour
I know exactly
marathon.
when this guy's going to come. Yeah.
How many of you are partaking?
I think there's
Just one.
11 of us.
11. Yep.
6 of us are doing the full 24 hours, and then everyone else will be coming in for shifts.
When do
pretty
you
much.
think is the
9
exact
to 5
time that
funny
people have
shift.
completely fucking lost their mind and is going to get outrageous?
I think people are going to lose their mind by hour 3.
Yeah?
It
Hour
like
3. What,
doing
what
improv,
time's
like it
start?
drains your brain. We start at 8 o'clock on the Friday the 14th.
Yeah,
AM?
okay. All right. I reckon if you got the 2:30 a.m., something like that, shit
Yeah.
will be fucking
Completely
wild.
delirious.
I tell you what, though,
Yeah.
and Pizza World is just next door. Go get
Yeah.
yourself a big fuck off pizza. Get into the side door theater. Watch Adam and his mates lose their fucking mind in real time.
Yeah.
Get
So
the
look up Rising Arts Productions. All the information will be there. You can either donate or buy tickets to come along. All the proceeds go to the Black Dog Institute.
Oh,
Very
that's nice
worthwhile
of you.
cause.
Yeah.
We'll put all that in the show notes for the podcast as
Cheers.
well, and we'll
Thanks,
make sure
Apes.
it comes out before then.
Cheers.
Yeah,
Champion.
yeah, no worries. Thank you so much for doing it, Adam. Next time you think of a really shit song, hit us up. Come back and do it again.
Yeah, no, this
Fellas,
is real fun.
Fellas,
Thanks, Apes.
thank you so much. everybody
Cheers
else,
for hanging.
go and get fucked, you fucking dickhead. Fuck you.
Dickheads.
Fuck you.
Kids.
Hi everyone, it's Dan here from 1001 Songs That Make You Want to Die. I'm here today to let you know that our podcast is now available on Patreon. That's right, for as little as $2 a month, you can now support this podcast rather than listen to it for free, effectively stealing the food out of the mouths of our starving children. There's one of them now. So why not join us on Patreon? You get bonus stuff each month, and you can even be a guest on the podcast if you want. Now, doesn't that sound better than making our poor children starve? Oh, kids are great, aren't they? Anyway, on with today's episode.